Hi there, it's Marita with Harmonic Wholeness, and today I am going to share with you how to support your parasympathetic nervous system when your sympathetic nervous system is kind of in overdrive, when your vagus nerve is just like completely out of kilter. I'm using the Ultimate Balance book from LeAnne Deardeuff, Infusing the Vibrational Energy of Essential Oils into the Chakras, Meridians, and Organs. And well, I've had this book for many years, but I was really struggling with my vagus nerve that had been completely shut down, and been using a lot of different modalities and healers and techniques, etc. And it was making progress, but it was like, there's got to be something else. There's got to be another thing that I can incorporate. And interestingly, I have this book beside me, and I was looking up something else, and I thought, let me just go through this again, because the book actually, like here at Organ Times and Relationships, a lot of Chinese medicine, ancient wisdom in this book. And then it'll go to, like, this one's the gallbladder, and it talks about the gallbladder and the meridians and all of that, And, but the nervous system, it's not an organ. And then I happened to see nervous system, and it says sometimes it's necessary to turn off the sympathetic nervous system and stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. And I was extremely intrigued. And so I started incorporating that, and it did make a difference, especially if I did it before bed. So I don't know how I'm going to actually show you all of this, but I'll just do my best, okay? So it's basically 4 steps that can take, depending on how much time you give it, you can be done in 15 minutes, and it can go as long as probably 20 or 30, and you'll understand why as I go on. So this book was written from the perspective that you're using Young Living essential oils. So these blends are all from Young Living. The first step, you can choose between Valor, Release. Actually, let's go back. Valor is about strength, courage, grounding. The beauty with Valor is that it grounds you, but it also has frankincense, which of course then connects you to the divine. So it's got that that wonderful alignment potential with this oil. Release is an oil that it releases. It helps you release what no longer serves you. A great thing to do with that blend is to place it on your liver before bed, so that you're releasing things from your liver, that the things that are stored in your liver, that you don't then have to be emotional about it, because you're going through the process as you sleep. It's much easier on your emotional self. The next option, you're not doing all of these on step 1, you can choose. The next one is Peace and Calming, which is peaceful and calming. Trauma Life. This one is extremely powerful. 1 drop is plenty. It releases trauma at a nice level of, like core level. And then the last one is 3 Wise Men. And that 3 Wise Men is about, it's a holy oil, it's a sacred oil, and it's wisdom. So you can change it up as you go. Like if you're going to do it every day, you can change up which one you use, but I kind of stick with Valor or Release. Those are my 2 that I typically do. So let me just show you what you do with this in this first step. So the first step, you're going to place a drop on what's called emotional stress release points. So that's like right above your pupil, right here. So I'll use Valor because I love Valor. Put a drop right? I'm using you as a mirror. And so you just kind of hold it, but put it right there. And then it says, I'm going to read it to you because you probably don't have this book. Hold these points by placing the palm of one hand across the forehead and the palm of the other hand across the back of the head. So you're going like this, and you're just holding your head, essentially, right? And it says, while you're holding, think about the situation that's causing you stress. So what are you stressed about? Is it a situation at home? Is it a situation at school? Is it a situation with your children? A relationship? You don't know what you want to do when you grow up? Is it something physical? Like for me, it was my nervous system. That was what was causing me stress. Huh. Oh, interesting. And then you continue to hold until the problem no longer bothers you or the body relaxes. And this might take up to about 5 minutes. I'm not going to sit here and have you watch me for 5 minutes, but you get the idea. And then I would actually switch just because the arms get tired. So it's just good to switch it up a little bit, but focus. I'm not going to focus right now, but I'm just sharing with you how this works. The second step is Valor on T1. So you're looking in the back. So if you feel the back of your neck, right, you come down from the brain stem, which is right up where your neck meets your head, and you go, T1 is the knobby vertebra at the top of the shoulders at the bottom of the neck. And it's obvious. They don't even have a picture of it. Well, they do actually. I'll show you. They have a drawing. See that number 2? It's the obvious. It's just obvious. And this is where the sympathetic nervous system begins. And so this Valor will help calm it down. I don't think I even did that, but it's all good. This is just education. So the third is 6 drops of Valor on the soles of your feet. And she spelled it S-O-U-L. I'd never noticed that before. On each foot, and hold it for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, I shared that with a friend of mine, and his first response was, wow, that's expensive, because you're doing 12 drops, right? If that's too expensive for you, just use 2 or 3. Don't get hung up on the whole recipe. Get hung up on the result. Just trust. Another thing you can do, when this was written, we didn't have copaiba. And copaiba is an amplifier oil, which means that 1 drop, if you put it in ratio, so if you have 1 drop of copaiba and 1 drop of Valor, it makes it 1 drop of copaiba and 2 drops of Valor. How do I know that? I don't know. I just learn it and I trust it. So if you wanted to use a drop of copaiba and 3 drops, well, you can't do that. It has to be to ratio. You would do 3 drops of copaiba and 3 drops of Valor, and that would extend the Valor to 6. That just came to me right now. But what you do, and that's where I'm laughing because I don't know how I'm going to show you. So see that number 3? You're actually covering the whole bottom of your feet. I'm going to actually put my glasses on. Okay, so you're going to hold your foot for 5 to 10 minutes until you feel a shift in your body. And some people don't know what that might look like or feel like, so they suggest things like, if you tap, they're the same kind of release points. You just know there's a sigh, there's gas, there's burping, all of a sudden you're relaxed. It's something shifts, and you just know that you sense it. And what I don't know if I can do this. I'm not a contortionist. I can't do this. I can't show you. So I actually hold my feet like this, but then I sometimes will go like this. So I'm holding the foot, the bottom, and sometimes I go like this. And again, it's just all intuitively, just listen to the body. The more you work with oils, the easier it is to listen to your body. It just helps you tune in at a higher rate. Okay, so let's just pretend I did that. So you're going to do that on the right foot and left foot, 5 to 10 minutes. So that's what I'm saying. It's, can be done 15 minutes. It might take a half hour, depending on you and how aware you are of how things shift within you. The fourth step is it's 4 oils. It's frankincense, vetiver, which is one of my favorites. Love, love, love vetiver. Actually, my cat loves vetiver. Valerian, and lavender. Okay, so place a drop each of frankincense, vetiver, valerian, and lavender at the top of the neck, in the soft spot under the skull in the groove of the neck. Remember, before we were at T1, now you're going to go up and you're going to look for that little soft spot, right? It looks like the occiput. And then you're going to Vitaflex this area while saying affirmations. So Vitaflex, you might want to Google that. It's spelled Vitaflex. And what it looks like is, I can't see with my hand. I'm just going to pretend you can see because I can't see. I can't see what I'm doing. So you're going to, what it is, it's a rollover. You're firing right from the tip of your finger and you're rolling it over. And that is called Vitaflex. And what that's doing back there, so now you apply these 4 oils and you're saying whatever affirmation that you've created. It's making an assumption that you have created an affirmation. They have some ideas here, like I choose forgiveness, I choose calmness, I choose life. You can get more detailed. You can choose something from, if you do something like Kalego or visioning into the future, those, if you speak from the future as if it's already done, you can do that. And it goes right into your nervous system. So it's so cool. So you're just gonna, dang, I wish I could hear it go like this. You're just gonna go like this. And the firing from the tip of your finger goes right into the nervous system through the oils. That's so cool. And when you do all 4 of these consecutively together, and you do it each day, twice a day if you want, morning and evening, it's like a cumulative. All that intention and the energy and the aliveness of what you're doing and creating accumulates. It becomes the words are coming too fast. It has a life of its own. It creates a life of its own within your own energy field. So I hope that that's helpful. If you have questions, you're welcome to reach out to me in whatever way is easiest, comfortable, etc., and I'll walk you through it. I'll do my best to walk you through it, especially if we're remote like this. But it's that to me was a find. Like, I was just searching for that extra. There's got to be something else, and there always is something else. It's just a matter of when we, as a being, when we're ready for it. Working with oils elevates your vibration. They detox physically, they detox emotionally. So be aware of that as well, especially if you're using release on your liver, which isn't part of this protocol. I'm getting off track. I just love teaching about oils. But at any rate, so that is support for your parasympathetic nervous system if you're totally out of balance, because that means your vagus nerve is sort of wonky. And again, here's what the book looks like. And I've had mine for many, many years. I'm going to assume that the price might be a little bit higher than what I paid. I'm just weird. I don't want to take the sticker off. So anyway, Marita, Harmonic Wholeness, I hope that this was beneficial to you. If it has been, I sure would appreciate a like or something so that I know that it's been received, and let me know if I can help. Bye-bye.